Hello? Hello? The countdown's at 0. Hello? The countdown is at 0. Yo, it's Commander Legends 2 hype. That's me trying to hype you up. Everybody give me a little bit of, I need some of this. We are looking at Commander Legends 2 today. The very first look. And let me tell you, if you're not familiar with the first look, there's a chance you leave today disappointed. These are like, you get this much information. You get, do you see how I'm looking? Do you see the space in there? Do you see the space in there? That's how much information we're going to get today, but we're going to look at it nonetheless. We're going to hit them with some of those. What's up, everybody? It's just a little impromptu Thursday afternoon stream. I just dropped in chat a link to our Discord. That's a special link that I just made just for all of you fine people today. Jump into our Discord. We do a lot of fun things over there. Yo, I am super prepped for some Commander Legends 2. I think this is my most hyped set of the year. What about y'all? What set from this year are you most hyped about? Is it this one? Was it Neon Dynasty? Is it Brothers War coming out later this year? Is it a little bit of Brothers War artifact support? Double Masters 2? Yeah. That one also makes sense. Double Masters 2 is going to be pretty sweet as well. I'm seeing a nice little spread though. Jumpstart 2, Triple Masters 2. I like that. Looking forward to Quadruple Masters in 2024. I don't know any of the names past that, so that is where I'm going to stop. What would be after Quadruple Masters? 5-tuple Masters? Nailed it. That's what it's called. Jumpstart 2. Jumpstart was pretty cool. Jumpstart was pretty cool. I won't lie. I didn't have a ton. I liked it from the collection aspect. I did not like Jumpstart 2 from the playing aspect, but that's just me. That was just my take on it. It was a lot of dirtly games, and if you didn't get some that like synergized well together, bleh. Quintuple, pentuple, sextuple, nooch. Hey, thanks for all those subscriptions coming in, y'all. I appreciate that. Fabian Lemus, Nate, username malfunctioning, Luke Hathaway, I can read words, Swagger Gaming, thank you for those subscriptions. Everybody, if you're hanging out, we're going to look at some Commander Legends. The official stream from Wizards is going to happen about 5:30, so that's about 8 minutes. What that means is you've got 8 minutes to find the like button down below this video and click it for me. I know that is YouTube cringe to the 1000th degree, but that like button and that subscribe button, we live and die by those here in my game, in Jake's game, in our game. So hitting that like and that subscribe, fastest, easiest way. You can just be like, this guy's weird, but I'm just gonna press this and hopefully he'll shut up after that. And then I want you to prep some of these. This is the hype. You don't want to press too hard though, because you get a red face and you might poop. Don't want to do that today. We do want to be hyped for Commander Legends though. What do we get? New partner legends, do you think? So today, what we will not see mechanics, most likely. They normally don't show mechanics during these things. We might see like 2 or 3 cards. They normally don't show those kind of things. Maybe they'll tease the land cycle. They like to have a little something teased in here so that they, so that they can get people hyped up a little bit about it. They don't want to overshadow New Capenna, because that hasn't even come out yet. We're 2 weeks out. Actually, previews for New Capenna start 2 weeks from today. So we're close to that. They don't want to overshadow it, but they do want to build some hype. They want to be like, oh, bro, did you see that card? Bro, did you see that card from Commander Legends 2, bro? That's what they're trying to do here today. Bro, did you see that enchantment? That's what they did. If you remember the new Capenna one, they were just like, bro, did you see that 3-color enchantment, bro? It's awesome, sick. Tell your friends, please play Magic. Please buy arena packs. We don't do that here. If you're new to Jake and Joel, we talk about Commander mostly, MTG Finance mostly. Not from a let's go buy out 800 cards aspect, but from a, yo, this card is at the cheapest it's ever been and it's a good Commander card. Why don't you, sorry, my editor's calling me right now. Joe, I cannot talk right now. I got distracted. We don't approach it from a buyout aspect. We approach it from a, this good Commander card is cheap. We recommend that you maybe think about buying it. Maybe consider the possibility of thinking about buying it. Mean Green Machine, chill it. Chill it out. Chill it out. Green Meme Machine. What do we got? Username, Swagger Gaming, Aiden Button. Aiden Button, Joshua Furtick, Zach Clark, Kayla Shade, Alex Hendricks, Breed 697, Henrik Skovsgaard, kick-ass name, Joe Kiefer, Bossy Almond, Salmonator, Ted Mattos. Thank you for those subscriptions, y'all. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. Oh, we got a little starting soon screen happening here. Looks like, was this, wait, what's happening? That was a pre-recorded. I think they hit the wrong button there. They're going to figure it out. Luis Cordero, scratch and sniff cards or bust. That's my next secret layer suggestion for Wizards of the Coast. Scratch and sniff. Pack opening addict, Kyle. What's up, y'all? Seeing the homies. Can you unsub and resub for a shout out? Dakota Minton. There you go. Now you don't even have to do it. If you don't like our stuff and you are going to unsubscribe, make sure that you click the unsubscribe button twice so you make sure YouTube counts it. All right, let's see what's going on here. Why? Do y'all want to rewatch the MTG Economy stream? Okay, so this is their live right now. They are live right now. It's just, oh no, it says offline. Chat, I don't know what's going on, but we'll figure it out. Why is Fury still climbing in price? Kong, because that card can be free. That card can cost you no mana to cast, and whenever a card can cost you no mana to cast, it's only a matter of time. Yeah, Ant, the economy stream, we skipped that one. We don't play a lot of Arena ourselves. I stopped playing Arena completely back just before Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, and you can ask, I was playing that every day. I was all over it. I can't support it. I don't want to support it by even playing formats that I have decks for, because I want to hopefully contribute to a number that's like, this number says we're doing the wrong thing. Maybe we should improve the things we're doing. That's my take. That's my take. As you can tell, we are not sponsored by Wizards of the Coast, but that's okay. We're sponsored by you, the viewer, and that's what we want. That is what we prefer. Freestyle Mikey, Captain Planet, thank y'all for subscribing. Really do appreciate that, y'all. If you're hanging out and you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Sorry, Magic went live, it said. Let's do a little restartio. A little restartio. The ad for Halo. Man, that's the other thing that I could talk a lot about. I could talk a lot about Halo Infinite and how much 343 has dropped the ball so far. That's not what you're here to talk. You know, you didn't think you were going to get a special bonus stream. Joel complains about Halo Infinite. But you got a series coming out for a AAA video game franchise. Here we go. You got a series coming out for a AAA video game franchise, and on that AAA video game franchise right now, go turn it on if you want to. There is no mention of it. There is no connectivity whatsoever. It's unbelievable. It makes my brain go, "What?" Silvius, Luca, Matt. I'm going to try this one. Here we go. Mattia. Hey, look. No, here we go. Give me just a second, chat. We'll fix this up.
I'm stoked because I get to show you new cards, and because those new cards are from a set called Commander Legends Baldur's Gate. So today is our
Let me know if y'all can hear it.
day,
Let's do this thing.
Focusing almost entirely on Commander Legends Baldur's Gate. This is what we call a preview. So you're going to get a little taste of what the set
Thank you for
has
those
in
subscriptions.
store. We're going to talk about a little bit of news before that. It's going to be all Commander related. We do have a couple exciting announcements kind of strewn throughout the show, but the big focus is, of course, going to be Commander Legends.
Let's go!
Gate, and I'm going to trip over that every time I say it, but I've done well so far. Let's start with a little bit of news. Now, if you're here, you're probably a Commander fan, and that means you might just be a fan of Command Zone. And we are doing something called Command Zone Live on March 29th.
Where's Jake and Joel live?
Jimmy and Josh.
Come on.
So this is
what, you're going to go with the biggest, most production value Commander game in the whole community?
URL
okay.
Show on the next slide. But if you're into Commander, if you want to ask Jimmy and Josh some questions live and hear what they have to say, there you go. Head to magic.gg/command-zone-live and get to talk to Jimmy and Josh. That is happening next week. Now, they aren't going to have Commander Legends stuff on that stream. When they do some of these in the future, we probably are going to line up previews with them. So, super excited there. But let's jump into Commander Legend Battles for Baldur's Gate. See, I tripped over it there. Let's get some of the, so as part of the pre-beat, a lot of what we talk about are sort of the nuts and bolts of the set that people needed to start talking about it. So, for example, here's the logo. Commander Legends, Dungeons & Dragons, Battle for Baldur's Gate. There's a lot of words there, but you know what?
This is a long title.
Awesome product.
We hate making videos about long titles because the whole title is the whole title of the video.
Like spiky star things.
We're going to have to figure out what to call this.
Dungeons & Dragons. So to set the stage, I have played Dungeons & Dragons. I am not an expert on Dungeons & Dragons itself. When we do the debut for this set, we are bringing on a couple of our friendly Wizards of the Coast Dungeons & Dragons experts to walk us through all of the lore and who all the characters are and all of that sort of background stuff. But anyway, this is the set symbol. All right, let's pause on this one for a little bit and chat.
Here we go, chat.
So these are the various products.
Party Time, Mind Flayers, Draconic Descent, and Exit from Exile.
We have collector boosters.
Commander deck names. They're right above my picture.
Release kits and 4 commander decks. So the 4 commander decks, we've taken the face cards off.
Yeah, Josh,
so
Legends too. That works.
There, but you can see that there is a black-white Party Time deck, a black-blue Mind Flayers.
Yeah, look, the hamster is back.
Right, had to say that live. A red-blue Draconic Descent deck and a red-green Exit from Exile deck. So there are 4 commander decks coming. Now, if you look up on the set boosters, you'll notice Minsk and Boo. Minsk and Boo are actually back, and you know what? Minsk and Boo are lovely. They're amazing. They're fun. I'm going to show off Minsk and Boo's card on this episode a little bit later.
Nice.
The other thing I want to call out, so one of the reasons I am excited for Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate is because I was a huge fan of the first Commander Legends set.
Ton of Soldier, thank you for that subscription.
We've done. I opened a ton of that, but that was during like the height of the pandemic, and it was a set really made to draft. And as much as I enjoyed that set and have cards from that set throughout my deck, I actually never drafted it. So I'm really looking forward to being able to draft this set. So that's something to keep in mind. Those draft boosters are 20 cards to enable building a 60-card draft deck. So look for more on how to draft this set as we get closer. Gavin Verhey did do a video on Good Morning Magic when we released the first Commander Legends, talking about how to draft Commander Legends. But if you didn't get to draft the first one, get hyped because you can.
Yeah,
draft
maybe
this
Party will
one
be a
with
mechanic,
your
Corey.
Friends.
I mean, Cross.
Next up, let's talk through some key dates coming up. So May 16th, debut day. I will be back here in the studio doing that debut day as well. That's the start of previews. So that's when we'll start talking about mechanics and a lot more about the different treatments. We're going to talk about some treatments today, but you'll learn more
Y'all
there.
are going nuts with the subscriptions today. Thank y'all so
and we'll
much.
talk about really like all the details of the set on May 16th. And then previews are going to run through the 23rd. The 23rd is when the full card image gallery gets posted, for those of you familiar with
I'm going
that.
to turn him down while he's talking about dates here. I just dropped the link to our Discord. If you haven't yet joined our Discord, you should do that. Commander and Finance talk all the time. By the way, I talk over these things, so if you want to watch it without me talking over it, the stream is on Twitch. Otherwise, we're glad you're here. We're going to chat about these things once we're past the dates.
Now, that is all awesome. I'm looking forward to that pre-release and the global release.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate would be good, Cross, but they want to ride on the Commander Legends thing.
I know
obviously.
a lot of you have been looking forward to.
They just
kind of
stapled that onto this.
As part of the launch of Commander Legends, I don't have dates yet. We don't have exact details. Those will all come. But we are relaunching Command Fest. So Command Fests had just started up before the pandemic hit, and we are bringing them back with Commander Legends Baldur's Gate.
Announce Vegas.
So, those dates and information are yet to come, but we are planning to do Command Fest again. So I'm super excited for that. And we are talking plural. There's not going to be just one. So
nice.
Keep an eye out for the announcement of Command Fest coming up.
Devils Noir, Ricard, Sea-Dog, Chris Falconberry. Thank y'all for subscribing. Really appreciate that.
Commander Legends Baldur's Gate is a Commander release. It's not specifically coming to Arena, but there's a companion product coming to Arena. That product is called Alchemy Horizons Baldur's Gate. And Alchemy Horizons Baldur's Gate, I'm going to trip over saying that as well, is going to include some cards from Commander Legends.
Would be tight.
And
Marcus,
it will also include some versions of those cards rebalanced for a 1v1 environment, as well as new cards designed for digital play, and it'll be legal in Alchemy and Historic.
I'm sure the Alchemy players are going to love that. That's going to be dope for the Alchemy players.
Format on Arena, starting
not something
July
I'm interested in at all,
7th
but
as well.
that is going to be sick. The people that love Alchemy,
so
they
keep
think
an eye out for that.
it's kick-ass for them. So more cards for them, that's dope. We cheer on other people wanting to play other ways.
All right. You're here for previews.
That's right. We are here for previews, Blake.
It's
Let's
my
go.
favorite part of the set. So we're going to do this. We're going to just jump into previews right now. If you
there
have
are dozens of Alchemy
about
players, and they love the Alchemy
hold
cards.
them until we get to the Q&A section after the previews. We'll kind of go through all the previews, which we have like, what, 10, 12, something around that. We're going to go through the
12
previews,
cards
and
is
then
actually
I
more
will
than
attempt
normal.
to answer what questions I can and deflect the rest to preview season from there. All right.
Here we go.
Previews. All right, let's start off with the rare lands. This has become something of a tradition for our pre-beats, showing off the rare lands. And in this case, we have Bountiful Promenade, and you can probably guess
reprints,
the next
baby.
4 lands coming. So Bountiful Promenade, if you're not familiar, is one of the old Battle Bond lands. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. This one has art by friend of the show.
This is very good.
Elena
Reprint these
Danner,
into the
and
dirt.
it's
Make these
green and
available.
white coming next. Luxury Suite. This one with art by Titus Lunter.
Print a version of these
Black-red
at Mythic
version of this
with
cycle.
land
And of course,
types.
these come
Cowards!
in
You'll never do it!
versions as well. Next up, Morphic Pool
These look cool.
with art by Chris Ostrowski.
Yeah, I'm digging the like generic
Ostrowski.
dark fantasy art
Ostrowski.
because it is D&D, because it is Baldur's
And
Gate. That's pretty
Sea of
sweet.
Clouds, gorgeous art by Matt Gasser.
No, casual. These are the
apologize,
opposites,
Matt.
or these are the companions that were printed in
Next
Commander
up,
Legends.
Spire
They
Garden
finished the cycle in
by
Commander
Alexander
Legends, and this is a
Forsberg.
reprint of the first time we saw him
The red
from
green
Battle Bond.
version of that cycle. And then, as a little bonus, while we're talking about
Yeah, I
rare
wonder if there's
lands
going to
in
be
your
any
Commander
questions
deck,
that Blake has to answer
why
about
not add in
foil quality on Commander
Reflecting
Legends cards.
Pool. Again, friend of the show, Elena Danner, with some gorgeous art here.
Yo, that's a sick.
I don't like to leave home without Reflecting Pool.
That's a sick version of
decks.
Reflecting.
So Reflecting Pool is coming back in
I like
Commander
that.
Legends, Dungeons and Dragons Battle for Baldur's Gate. Love Reflecting Pool.
Oh yeah.
All right, next up we have
Come on.
some new cards. All right.
Here we go.
Elder Brain. So this is the buy a box promo. If you purchase a display box of draft set or collector boosters, you'll get one of these while supplies last
That's
from
an
your
attack
local
trigger.
game store. So Elder Brain is a 6/6 creature horror for 5 and 2 black mana. It has Menace, and
That's a
whenever
7-mana
Elder Brain
creature.
attacks
Faux
a player,
show.
exile all cards.
The
from
art
that
on the
player's
far right
hand.
is the coolest.
Then they
Come on.
draw that many
There's like
cards.
people
You may
floating.
play lands and cast spells from among the exiled cards for as long as they remain exiled. If you cast a spell this way, you may
Yeah, it's
spend
expensive.
Mana, or mana
Kyle,
of any
I laugh
color
at you and reanimate.
to cast it. So you just basically suck up your opponent's entire hand and get to do what you want with it. Elder Brain.
So that's the buy a box promo.
Really cool
They're
card.
above me.
Box promo. Next up, another promo. We have the bundle promo. So, to the surprise of no one, dice rolling is coming back in Commander Legends.
Ooh,
Battle
buy
for
your dice
Baldur's
roll
Gate.
cards
so this
now.
is Wand of Wonder, and you'll see the 3 versions here, including the bundle promo. Wand of Wonder is an artifact for 3 and a red, and for 4 mana and tap it, you can roll a d20. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile an instant or sorcery card. So that's each opponent. Then they shuffle the rest into their library. Then you may cast up to X instant.
I love
and/or
this
sorcery
because it's
spells from
guaranteed
among
to hit
cards exiled this
targets.
way without paying their mana costs. Without paying your mana
This is cool.
if you roll
D-Buck,
1 to
of
9,
course,
X is
over
1.
here
If you roll
talking about
10 to
Vrondis
19,
decks.
X is 2. And if you roll a 20, you get to cast them all.
D-Buck is always like, can I
That
use this in
is
Vrondis?
Wand of Wonder. And again, if you purchase
Leonard, what's
the
up?
bundle, that one on the right is.
Yo, this is pretty
promo
sick.
that will
For
come
4
with it.
mana?
Next up,
I mean, recur this with
wouldn't be a
Oscar?
Dungeons & Dragons set without dragons. Ancient Brass
Okay, so we are going to get
Dragon is
rulebook
a
treatment
creature
back.
Elder
Check that out.
Dragon. Yes, this is part of a cycle. It is a 7/6 flyer, and whenever Ancient Brass Dragon deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20. When you do, put any number of target creature cards with total mana value X or less from graveyards onto the battlefield under your control, where X is the
Now, see, this is the
result.
other version of it.
So,
you know, the brain was
you'll
good
notice it
because the brain is an attack trigger, but the Ancient Brass Dragon, without trample or menace, has to deal combat damage. This one is like very cool, but this one's less to me than the brain. I like the brain because it's an attack trigger.
Invokes the old monster manual that D&D came out with way
I do
back
love this
in the
art
day.
treatment, though. This rulebook
You'll see
treatment.
this treatment returning. We use this in Adventures of the
Apostle,
Forgotten Realms.
right as
It
I'm
is
saying
coming
I like
back
it.
With Commander
I dig it,
Legends,
man. I think it's
Battle
cool.
for Baldur's Gate. I'm kind of challenging
Very
myself.
simple.
How many times can I say that in a show? So you'll see Ancient Brass Dragon. We'll get that treatment. Now the twist is that this is going to be a treatment on more than just creatures. We'll get to that in a moment. Next up for preview cards, I promised
Planeswalker
Minsk and
Commanders.
Boo. I deliver Minsk and Boo. So this is Minsk and Boo
Planeswalker
Timeless
Commanders.
Heroes. Now you're going to notice immediately, Minsk and Boo Timeless Hero is a Planeswalker that can be your commander. So Planeswalkers that can be your commander are returning in this set. There's a couple of them. This one in particular is 2, a red and a green for legendary Planeswalker Minsk. Comes in with 3 loyalty. And it has the static ability when Minsk and Boo Timeless Heroes enters the battlefield
Yo,
and at the beginning
can
of your
sack
upkeep.
its
you may
own
create
hamster
Boo,
to draw
a
cards.
legendary 1/1 red hamster creature token with trample and haste.
I haven't seen the
And then
confirmation
for
of no partners, Kyle.
+1 loyalty, put 3 +1/+1 counters, 3 on up to 1 target creature with trample or haste. Conveniently, Boo has trample and haste. Look at that. And then -2, sacrifice a creature. Better not be Boo. Sacrifice a creature. When you do, Minsk and Boo.
God,
Timeless
sack
Heroes deal
any
X
creature,
damage to any
deal
target,
damage to
where
any
X
target
is the
equal to their
creature's
power and draw
Sacrifice
their
creature
power's
was a
cards.
hamster.
That's
Fine.
pretty
Fine,
sick.
we'll
You could
sacrifice
do
Boo.
this.
Draw X
Play
cards.
Minsk and Boo. It creates
Deal Boo out,
Boo.
Pump it.
You already
throw
got a
it,
7
pump it,
power creature out
draw
there.
the card
Sack
control.
that shit. 7 damage to
Alright,
any target and draw
next
7.
up- Yeah, put your changelings in that.
That
Yep,
seems good.
That's right. The rulebook
That seems
frame
good.
is coming to spells. So how could we not then use that frame and artistic style for a classic Magic the Gathering spell that just so happens to also be a classic Dungeons and Dragons spell, Fireball. So they come from, you know, the same place, the same loving place. I have no idea what I'm saying there. So Fireball, uncommon in the main set, and you can get the rulebook frame as well. Here's the one that really had me sitting up straight. Next is Lightning Bolt, a common in the set, and also you get the rulebook frame. And yes, that rulebook frame does come in foil. Let's just all sit here and appreciate
That's what I was going to ask. Is that going to be a foil? Yeah, Lightning Bolt at common. We're going to see a lot of Lightning Bolts in draft version of this.
Set. So again, the set is meant to be drafted as a...
I don't know if y'all remember drafting Commander Legends, but games got dirtily, so good removal is good.
When you've got 4 or 3 opponents, still an incredibly powerful spell that you're going to want to draft high. And if you play Lightning Bolt in any formats where it's legal, that rulebook one is going to look fantastic. I know I'm going to grab so many of those. All right. That is all the preview cards. That's it. We did it in 15 minutes, basically record time. So here's what we're going to do. That is all of the planned information that we have for, I'm scaring people back in the office right now, or like planned information. I'm not sharing anything else. But we will attempt to answer what questions we can in chat if you have them. So go ahead. It helps if you tag @Magic so I can see it. If you have questions specifically regarding Commander Legends, Baldur's Gate, but you know what? If you have other questions,
chat, y'all let me know. Do y'all want to listen? Do y'all want to listen to
as for the draft archetypes,
to the Q&A, or do y'all want to move on and we go pull up the cards
you'll
again?
Have to wait for preview season to learn about the draft archetypes. Let's see.
Y'all let me know.
Holy cow, this is moving fast. All right, box toppers in the set. No. Okay. Okay, changes to the content of draft boosters. So for those who are interested in the nitty-gritty details.
Okay, it looks like most people want to move on, so we're going to move on. I just dropped another link to our Discord, y'all. If you want to talk about Commander, MTG Finance, there's a lot of Commander games firing all the time. You definitely got to get into our Discord. That's the last time I'll say it today. Made that link especially for this crowd today. Yo, so we got to go. This is Twitch, so we can't scrub backwards, but beauty of this is on Twitter. Normally, Hipsters of the Coast is going to be dropping this stuff as it comes out. Okay, so I want to go back to this Mind Flayer first. Just to recap what we got. We're just going to mute him completely. Thank you so much, Blake. We appreciate it. And everybody, hitting like, hitting subscribe really helps us out. Before you rock and roll out of here, we're going to be covering this set like crazy. This is, like I said, my most hyped set. So sub if you want to see some videos coming out for these. Really glad that we're going to get this all completed. What I want to do is see what this looks like. Bountiful Promenade, is that what it's called? Yeah, here we go. Let's check out what this card looks like price-wise. Okay, so right now, this card is about to start going down. 22, people are going to start panic selling. You might be able to scoop up some of these OGs for 15, maybe less. We'll see what these new ones are going to preview at, but I mean, 10 bucks, 12 bucks. Y'all, you know, what do you think? That's where I think those are going to land if I'm just completely guessing. Nothing on this channel is financial advice. Let's look at Luxury Suite here and see where we fall here. Just said no new partners. Okay, well, there you go. So they must have a good number of multicolor legends, because if you remember, in the first Commander Legends, they were worried about it being a draftable set with people getting, you know, enough playable cards in their colors. So lots of 3-color commanders, maybe some 4-color commanders. That could be what solves that problem. Bobby, catch you later. I'll chat at you later about some stuff. But you know, to make it a draftable format, you're gonna need 3 color commanders, 4 color commanders minimum, because you're gonna need people to be able to run all the cards that they've got. But you also, I mean, I guess if you approach it like it's an advanced level set, it's an expert level set, as they used to categorize cards back in the day. Thumbs up if you remember decks saying expert level on them or not. I guess you can assume that people are going to be able to take care of themselves, but for newer players, having a 4-color commander and saying, yeah, you can run all 4 colors of cards in this deck, but not having good fixing to be able to play that deck, make sure you can play all the cards. You're going to have a lot of newer players sitting there twiddling their thumbs on pre-release weekend and not getting a good sense of what Commander's actually about. Sea of Clouds is the other one. So this is one luxury suite, $30. Is this card going to go down to 20 in the next month or so? We'll see. We'll see how little they, you know, how much they ride a wave down now that a reprint is confirmed. But I mean, come on. Weren't we thinking that this is what was going to happen? We weren't going to get a new land cycle out of this. We were just going to get this land cycle reprinted. That was probably always going to be the case. So look at these going down a little bit. They are the OGs though, and a lot of times the OGs, like for instance, maybe you like this Sea of Clouds art better. I mean, look at this card. Which art do you like better? Old Sea of Clouds or new Sea of Clouds? This is a literal Sea of Clouds. This is a Sea of Clouds with a castle in the middle. Castle in the middle. Or just clouds. Regardless, you're looking at a card that's almost $20. Maybe it's going to go down to 10. Do you think that this land cycle halves or more from Battle Bond? That'll be the question. A lot of people are going to be playing the crap out of these cards from this set for sure. What was the name of one of the lands from Commander Legends? Let's go to sets. Let's find Commander Legends. Here we go. Let's sort by market price. Highest. Rejuvenating Springs. Yo, yeah, look at this. Rejuvenating Springs is the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Rejuvenating Springs is the 11th most expensive card market price from Commander Legends. Base version. It's a $6 card. It's a $7 card. Booyah. That's Jake chatting on the official Jake and Joel our Magic chat there. Lands look good, but we don't know anything about the new collector product. That's also true. Are we going to see a special slot in that where we get some sick cards? Where we get some sick reprints in new treatments? That's kind of what they like to do. But looking at comparisons for these lands, for the prices, granted, these are new, but these have only had one set printing. This will be the second printing of these. So, I mean, is the most expensive of these opponent lands going to be $10? Yeah, Jake, that's absolutely right. And I've seen a lot of comments on it while we've been watching this today. The foil quality is going to be a big question. Big question. Obviously, Etched so far has proven that it's going to be an excellent quality, you know, so aim at Etched stuff. That's where I'd be aiming anyway. It's their third printing? Well, there you go. Why do people keep yelling no new partners at me? Reflecting Pool's price? Did I miss something? I've already said that there are no new partners. Yes, I confirm that. Yes, got it. No new partners. We knew that. Reflecting Pool is a $30 land. Have we only got a Shadowmoor printing of this? Oh, Tempest as well. The Tempest version is $37. You're looking at probably $40. $645 if you buy it from an LGS. But a reflecting pool reprint, this is going to take a $30 card down into the 20, down in the 15-20s. Yeah, I don't think that I think that partner's tough. I mean, you got to come up with more monocolor partners, because when you start adding 2-color partners, you are potentially breaking Commander. Honestly, just think about it. All of the monocolor partners that we had from Commander Legends, all of the 2-color partners that we've had across the Commander Precon sets, that is going to be so many different combinations that you need to look at and test, because you know the MTG community, day one, you post some new 2-color partner commander. What do we want? Something Thrasios and Tymna are like the CEDH choice to get your 4 colors and have low CMC creatures. Do we want cards with like actual application towards some of the CEDH strategies? Yeah, I don't know about reflecting pool and reflecting pool and CEDH, that's got to be a card that's played, right? Let's look at non-green decks, but let's look at 3-color decks. How about this? Let's check out Esper. You know what? No, let's just look at Tymna, Tavish, Thrasios, mid-range. Here, let's look at this deck. We're just randomly pulling a deck here. Oh, I don't want to go to their Discord. I want to go to... I just want to see, by pulling a random CEDH deck list from the database, does it run reflecting pool? Nope. Nope, it does not. This isn't a color of green though. Let's see if we take out green and maybe make it a Esper deck here. Sakashima Tymna Farm. This will be a good... Let's just look at the first one. Thassa's Oracle decks do run it. Nope, it's not running this one either. I mean, I just randomly shot into 2, so there's no sample size there, but I would assume that if the decks are running it, it would have been run in one of those 3-color decks. Yeah, but see what I'm saying is if they start having 2-color, 3-color partners that they're just like swamping the meta with, I think that partner would become too ubiquitous, because it almost starts getting into the realm of like, well, why run 1 commander if you can run 2? So I feel like that's got to be, they've got like a critical mass of partner commanders that they can hit, and past that they need to watch it. They need to watch it. So the land's pretty cool. This is probably going to significantly bring down some of these prices. Reflecting pool being a $30 card, you know. Like I said, the up in the top 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. The 11th most expensive card in the set market price, base level version, is Rejuvenating Springs, and that's only $7. So this is what you are going to want to look for price wise, at least comps. This is at least comps. Obviously the old Battle Bond ones, those are going to be the OGs. Those are going to hold a little more of a premium, but you should be able to pick up the other cycle of opponent lands from this for a pretty good price. Let's look at a new card. All right, what deck wants this? Elder Brain. Whenever it attacks a player, exile all cards from that player's hand, then they draw that many cards. You may play lands. Ooh, that is so brutal. And cast spells from among the exiled cards for as long as they remain exiled. And spells are basically colorless. Oh shit, I dropped my thing. Does Ishin want this? Yeah. I mean, it's a little mana intensive, and it depends on how you're building your Ishin deck. I think you want to build this in a deck that's got some options for like discarding it, Madness style, reanimating it, cheating it out. I mean, this is a great target for sneak attack, right? Sneak attack this onto the player who just who's just like slammed their reliquary tower and has 15 cards in their hand. You replace all of them, get all of them, lands and spells. You know the mana advantage you could, I mean, you know the card advantage you could build from one swing of this thing? Potential. I'm talking about best case scenario, Avi. But like, talking ninjutsu this onto the battlefield with Satoru Umezawa. That seems like a good place for this. All in all, though, this is a big chunky mana cost rare, and so I don't think there's going to be a ton of value in it. It's just fun to look at because it's a brand new card. This one I think has got some interesting potential. Wand of Wonder. Pay 4, roll a d20. So any cards that say whenever you roll, aka Vrondus, already getting value from this. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile an instant or sorcery, so it guarantees that you're hitting a target, then shuffles the rest into their library. You can cast up to X instant and or sorcery spells from among cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. For free. And look, dog, you can use this like Jake uses Chaos Wand, where he leaves it open. He just leaves it open and waits to respond to something so that he can potentially get like a removal spell or a board wipe or something like that. And so Wand of Wonder, because it doesn't reduce the speed, it says instants or sorceries, cast instants and or sorcery spells without paying their mana cost. And if you're rolling, I mean, 50% of the time you're getting 2. So you got 3 possible targets, 3 choices among your opponents if everybody's up. And then you're casting 2 spells. It seems good to me. 4 colorless to activate it. A little bit steep for an activation like this, but whatever. Dog, it's funny how now whenever a good red or black card gets printed, everybody's like, this is going to be great and prosper. Yeah, see, that's Jake talking right there. Jesus, I love this card. Holy shit. That's what I'm saying. This is definitely Jake's kind of chaos right here. This is the kind of card that creates moments, and that's my favorite thing in Commander, is when you go back and you look, well, that stack was 12 cards high. You know, stuff like that. Do you remember that time Jake Chaos Wanded the exact thing he needed? Jake even sometimes uses Chaos Wand, like you could respond to a spell being cast with this, right? If you've got a blue player in your pod, and tell me if I'm wrong about this, but if you've got a blue player in your pod, they say, I'm going to cast whatever. Big, splashy, ridiculous. You say, okay, in response, Wand of Wonder. Let's go. Respond, you find a counter spell, done and done. Am I right? Love it. This is a very cool card. There you go. Jake is telling moments right now. Attacked me with everything. I was about to die. I found Merciless Eviction. Boom. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And it wasn't even his Merciless Eviction. It was probably my own. Each opponent's always going to be good. You're absolutely right, Kyle. Each opponent's always going to kick ass. Let's take a look at the dragon real fast. We're not going to spend too much time on this. 7 mana. When it deals combat damage, roll a d20. When you do, put any number of target creature cards with total mana value X or less from graveyards onto the battlefield under your control, where X is the result. So, I mean, this is the kind of like smack 'em up, get ridiculous value card that can swing a whole game. Cheat it in. It says it's part of a new dragon cycle. So that's pretty cool. Get a version of this whenever they deal combat damage, you roll a d20, you get an effect. That's pretty sweet. But it does need to deal combat damage, so you gotta attack the player that doesn't have any flying, which very frequently there's a target that doesn't have any flying, isn't ready for it. So you can smack them that way. You also got adding trample is honestly like the quickest way to go here, because it just deals, if it just deals 1 combat damage, you're rolling a d20, and then you're putting any number of target creature cards with CMC X or less, any number of creature cards with mana value, no, total mana value, that's adding them all together, right? X or less from among graveyards. So you add all these together, bang, bang, boom. I mean, you roll a 10 CMC's worth of creatures completely added together. You could get some pretty baller stuff. And more than 50% of the time, it's going to be 10 or more. Not much more, but more. And then we also got a commander, Planeswalker Commander. Minsk and Boo Timeless Heroes ETBs for 4 mana. You create a 1/1 Boo, trample and haste. And I think I saw somebody in chat confirm that the Minsk token is not going to have new art. So we are going to get the same Minsk token, a reprint of that if that's needed right now. I'd have to look up the cost of that token. +1, put 3 +1/+1 counters on a target creature with trample or haste. So you play red, green, trample, haste creatures. But you don't even really need to, because it does create a trampling haster. You just want to have some other targets for that. The thing is like, you don't even need other targets for that, because the token is going to be created at the beginning of your upkeep or when it ETBs. Straight up. And then the good part about this card, the only reason that we're interested in a number 1 Gruul, and I'm a Gruul player, so understand I'm giving myself shit here. The only reason we're excited about a Gruul Commander number 1 that is a Planeswalker number 2 is that it says -2, sack a creature. When you do, deals X to any target, where X is their power. Sacrifice creature was a hamster, you're drawing X cards. So, I mean, in all of our videos, we always talk about planeswalkers that protect themselves. So you got this. You are open to the skies, but you're a red and green deck. You knew that. You probably need to pack some interaction for flying decks. And then, yeah, I saw somebody suggest that we run Maskwood Nexus. MTG Gaming Bob, what's up? Suggested we run Maskwood Nexus for Minsk and Boo. I mean, make it a little bit tribal, because you want some other value out of that too. But honestly, just straight up as a nice little wombo with Minsk and Boo Timeless Heroes, you know, Maskwood's not bad, because it makes any creature you want to sack a hamster. That sounds ridiculous, but it does. That's pretty cool. Nice little interaction there. And then we saw Fireball, we saw Lightning Bolt. Here, we'll take another look at this Lightning Bolt. I'm going to drop that Discord link one last time. If you're not in our Discord, it's a great place to hang out, play some Commander, talk about Commander, get feedback on your deck, talk MTG Finance, talk specs, talk sealed product. That's what we're normally over there doing. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a cool place to hang out. It's also where our Commander League runs. If you want to play some Commander, win some prizes, you can see the pinned tweet. Pinned, what do you call it? Pinned message up at the top. Pinned message up at the top's got details about our Commander League. Win some prizes playing Commander from the comfort of your own home. We saw the Fireball. Also, Lightning Bolt at common. So this doesn't affect so much the meta of Commander, but it does affect pretty significantly the draft meta of Commander Legends, Battle for Baldur's Gate, Dungeons and Dragons. Some companies still know how business is done. Let me know if you get that reference. Lightning Bolt is going to affect that meta because 3 damage at instant speed at common. It's what I was saying during the live stream. I'm telling you, the the format, the Commander Legends draft format was fun, but it was dirtily. We're talking 3-hour minimum Commander games because they didn't build a lot of like huge finishers in there because it's a draft environment. It's still limited Commander. You know what I'm saying? And so you've got to put good removal in here. I hope they learned that the first time around. I hope that seeing Lightning Bolt in here is just showing that they are going to at least try and address how dirtily the format was the first time. You obviously don't want to pack it full of like board wipes and removal too much because you do still want it to be fun for new players, but who this is aimed at is going to be interesting. Talking just the draft format of Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate, who it's going to be aimed at is going to be interesting to see, because like I was talking about, if you make it a bunch of 2 and 3 color commanders, you got to have some good fixing in there. Got to have some good fixing in there. And so seeing the diamonds, that'd be pretty good. That's right. Maskwood only gets better with time. That's completely true. Y'all, that is going to do it for me today. Just a quick little one. Just wanted to catch what we were going to see from Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate. I do greatly appreciate everybody hanging out today. I'm going to have to look at our numbers, but I think this is one of our biggest streams of all time, which is pretty insane. So I definitely appreciate that. Jake does too. I'm speaking for him, but I'm on this note speaking for him with confidence that he absolutely appreciates it. And you'll probably see him in chat pop up here as I'm saying goodbye. Hit like, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. If you want to support us on Patreon, that also makes you eligible to compete in our Commander League. It's month over month. It resets, proxy friendly, win some prizes, play from your house, play on our stream sometimes if you get partnered up with me and or Jake. That is going to do it for us today. Join our Discord if you haven't. I think I'm out of things. Make sure you got notifications on for new videos dropping all the freaking time. Just drop the Discord link yet again. Oh man, let me catch up on these real fast. I think I missed some. Oh my goodness. Pretzel Pop, Shane Adams, Aaron Ruiz, Shane H, Elder Travel Highlander. I like that. Sweet Sound, Patrick Melkerson, Jimmy Shim, Struggled Dog, NPF6, Dan Cohen, Dro Talks Audiobooks, Mr. Cool Blue Chris, Birdlad, and Lento Suave. Thank you for hitting that subscription button. Uncut Gems. Oh God, now we're doing TikTok memes. I gotta get out of here. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. We will catch you this weekend on the Discord. I don't know what that means. Love y'all. That was hype. See you later for more Commander Legends. Bye bye.